Did you know that the way you eat eggs after 60 could actually be hurting your health more than helping it? Eggs are packed with protein, vitamins, and healthy fats, but many older adults unknowingly combine them with foods that cancel out their benefits or even put extra strain on the body. This can lead to poor digestion, blocked nutrient absorption, and even heart concerns over time. In fact, studies show that nearly 4 in 10 seniors are eating eggs in ways that aren't ideal for their health or age-related needs. Today, we'll uncover 3 common food pairings you should avoid if you want to get the full benefit from this powerhouse food. And the first one might surprise you: eggs with calcium-rich foods like milk, yogurt, or cheese. At first glance, that sounds like a balanced, healthy breakfast. But here's the catch: eggs are a great source of iron, which is vital for preventing anemia, a condition that becomes more common with age and can leave you feeling exhausted, foggy, and even more vulnerable to heart issues. When you eat a lot of calcium and iron together, they compete in your digestive system for the same entry points in your small intestine. And calcium is the pushier one. It can block up to 60% of the iron from being absorbed. For older adults, this is a big deal, because as we age, our digestion slows and nutrient absorption naturally drops. Add calcium competition to the mix, and your body may be getting far less iron than you think. There's another layer to this problem. Dairy foods like milk and cheese contain a protein called casein, which can further reduce iron absorption. So that cheesy omelet or glass of milk with your scrambled eggs might feel comforting, but it's quietly cutting down the very nutrition your body needs to stay energized and strong. And in a moment, I'll share the second egg pairing to avoid, one that can make your cholesterol levels creep up faster than you think, even if you feel like you're eating healthy. Keep watching. Casein, that protein found in milk and cheese, can latch onto iron and form a compound your body simply can't use. This effect is even stronger in whole milk or richer cheeses, where casein levels are higher. So that wholesome plate of scrambled eggs with a glass of milk might be comforting, but it's actually robbing your body of a nutrient that helps keep your energy up and your heart strong. The fix is easy and delicious. Pair your eggs with foods rich in vitamin C, fresh orange juice, juicy tomato slices, colorful bell peppers, or a handful of strawberries. All act like iron's personal assistant, boosting absorption by up to 3 times. If you don't want to skip dairy altogether, just give your body a little breathing room. Leave at least 2 hours between eating eggs and having milk, yogurt, or cheese so your body can absorb each nutrient without interference. A smart tweak? Save your dairy for a mid-morning or afternoon snack, and keep breakfast focused on eggs with vitamin C-packed produce. A fluffy omelet with bell peppers or a side of sliced tomatoes can make a big difference in how much iron your body actually uses. Now, I'm curious, do you usually have eggs with milk or cheese? What's your favorite egg dish? Share it in the comments. Your tip might help someone else make a healthier choice. Let's move to the second egg mistake, one that hides behind something we all think of as healthy: fiber. Whole grains, oatmeal, leafy greens, these are fantastic for digestion and heart health. But when you load your plate with too much fiber at the same time as your eggs, you could be slowing down the absorption of key nutrients, especially if you're over 60. And the reason why might surprise you. Keep watching. Did you know that the way you eat eggs after 60 could quietly be doing more harm than good? Eggs are one of nature's most complete foods, rich in protein, healthy fats, and vital vitamins. But many older adults unknowingly pair them with other foods that block their benefits or put extra strain on the body. This can lead to poor digestion, reduced nutrient absorption, and even heart concerns over time. Research suggests that nearly 4 in 10 seniors are eating eggs in ways that aren't ideal for their health or age-related needs. One of the biggest mistakes is pairing eggs with calcium-rich foods like milk, yogurt, or cheese. On the surface, that sounds like a hearty, well-balanced breakfast. But here's what's happening inside your body. Eggs are a good source of iron, an essential mineral that helps prevent anemia, a condition that becomes more common with age and can sap your energy, dull your focus, and put extra stress on your heart. When you eat calcium and iron together, they compete for the same absorption pathways in your small intestine. Calcium often wins, blocking up to 60% of the iron from being absorbed. That means even if you're eating iron-rich eggs, much of that nutrient never makes it into your bloodstream. Over time, this can leave you low on iron, especially since digestion and absorption naturally become less efficient as we age. This is especially important to understand as we get older, because iron deficiency isn't just about feeling a little tired. It can lead to constant fatigue, poor concentration, and even raise the risk of heart problems. So, if you're sprinkling cheese over your omelet or sipping a glass of milk with your breakfast scramble, you might be unintentionally blocking your body from getting the iron it needs. The reason is simpler than it sounds. Both calcium and iron use the same absorption gateways in the small intestine. When they arrive at the same time in high amounts, they compete for those limited spots, and calcium usually wins. The result? You absorb far less iron, and for older adults, whose digestion is already less efficient, that loss matters even more. There's another hidden factor too. Many dairy products contain a protein called casein, which can bind to iron and form a compound your body simply can't use. This effect is especially strong in whole milk or richer cheeses with higher casein content. So, while eggs with cheese or milk might taste great, they could be quietly reducing the benefits you think you're getting. The fix is simple. Pair your eggs with foods rich in vitamin C, fresh orange juice, juicy tomato slices, crisp bell peppers, or sweet strawberries can boost iron absorption by up to 3 times. If you don't want to give up dairy entirely, just separate it from your eggs by at least 2 hours. That gives your body the chance to absorb each nutrient properly. You could, for example, enjoy your yogurt or cheese later in the morning or in the afternoon, and keep your breakfast focused on eggs with colorful, vitamin C-rich produce. Small changes like this can make a big difference in how well your body absorbs nutrients, especially after 60, when every bit of nourishment counts. The second common mistake is pairing eggs with meals overloaded with high-fiber ingredients like whole grains, oatmeal, or large portions of leafy greens. It might sound surprising, because fiber is essential for good health, and it is, but when you eat too much of it at the same time as your eggs, it can work against you, especially after 60. The main culprit here is insoluble fiber, found in foods like bran, hearty whole grain breads, and dense grains. This type of fiber acts like a sponge or a shield in your digestive tract, trapping important vitamins and minerals from your eggs before your body has a chance to absorb them. This is especially concerning with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and E, nutrients that protect your bones, strengthen your immune system, and keep your cells healthy. Here's what happens: insoluble fiber binds to these nutrients, forming clumps that are hard to break down. It also speeds up the movement of food through your digestive system, which leaves less time for nutrient extraction. For older adults, who may already process food less efficiently, this quickened pace means you're missing out on more nutrition than you think. This doesn't mean you should give up fiber. It's still vital for digestion, heart health, and blood sugar balance. The goal is simply to avoid cramming large amounts of fiber into the same meal as your eggs. For example, a breakfast with scrambled eggs, whole grain toast topped with seeds, oatmeal, and a green salad might look healthy on the plate, but it's actually making it harder for your body to absorb key nutrients like iron, zinc, magnesium, and those important fat-soluble vitamins from the eggs. A better approach is to space your fiber out during the day. Enjoy your high-fiber oatmeal or whole grain toast at one meal, and your eggs with lighter sides, like sautéed mushrooms, tomatoes, or a little fruit, at another. This way, you get all the benefits of both without forcing them to compete in your digestive system. If eggs are a regular part of your breakfast, it's better not to pair them with large portions of whole grains or piles of raw vegetables in the same sitting. Instead, make the eggs the star of the meal and keep the fiber content moderate. One easy approach is to include a small serving of cooked vegetables, which are gentler on digestion. Save your fiber-heavy foods, like oatmeal, hearty breads, or big salads, for later in the day when they won't compete with the nutrients from your eggs. For example, if your usual breakfast is eggs, oatmeal, and a large serving of vegetables, try splitting it into 2 meals. Have your eggs in the morning with lightly sautéed greens, roasted bell peppers, or steamed broccoli, and enjoy the oatmeal as a mid-afternoon snack. Cooking vegetables softens their fiber, making them easier to digest and less likely to block nutrient absorption, while still giving you plenty of vitamins and minerals. Now, let's look at a third food pairing mistake, one that often catches people by surprise: eating eggs while drinking large amounts of tea or coffee. Many people love starting the day with a cup of tea or coffee alongside breakfast, But when you have these drinks with eggs, you might be unknowingly reducing the nutritional value of the meal. The reason comes down to tannins, natural compounds found in both coffee and tea. Tannins can bind to the proteins and minerals in eggs, forming compounds that your body struggles to digest and absorb. This is especially concerning for nutrients like iron, zinc, and certain B vitamins, which are already harder to absorb as we age. For older adults, whose digestion may be less efficient, this interference can make nutrient deficiencies more likely over time. Tannins, naturally occurring compounds found in coffee and tea, especially black and green varieties, are a big reason why pairing these drinks with eggs can reduce their nutritional value. These polyphenols have a unique ability to bind with proteins and minerals, creating insoluble bonds your body can't easily break apart. Iron is one of the nutrients most affected. Research shows that drinking tea or coffee alongside iron-rich foods can cut iron absorption by almost 50%. Caffeine adds another layer to the problem. In coffee, and to a lesser extent in tea, caffeine stimulates the stomach to produce more acid. For those with sensitive digestion or a tendency toward acid reflux, this extra acidity can make it harder to break down egg proteins and may cause bloating or discomfort after a meal. Caffeine also speeds up the movement of food through the digestive tract. While that might sound like a good thing, it actually shortens the time your body has to absorb important nutrients from eggs. There's also caffeine's effect on calcium balance. While eggs themselves aren't a major calcium source, caffeine can cause the body to lose more calcium through urine, a concern for seniors and postmenopausal women, who are already at greater risk for osteoporosis. The simplest way to avoid these issues is to separate your eggs and caffeine by at least an hour. If you usually sip coffee right after breakfast, wait a bit before brewing your cup. Or consider switching to caffeine-free herbal teas like peppermint, fennel, or chamomile, which won't interfere with nutrient absorption and can actually help with digestion. Pairing your eggs with water or a vitamin C-rich juice, and enjoying coffee later, can help you get more nutrition from your meal while still keeping your morning ritual intact. Since we've covered the 3 food combinations to avoid, the next step is learning how to prepare eggs so your body can digest them easily and make the most of their nutrients. For those with sensitive digestion, gentle cooking methods like boiling or poaching are often the best choice. They're also easier on the stomach than fried eggs, making them a gentler choice for older digestion. When deciding how to prepare eggs, it's worth balancing taste, safety, and how well your body can handle them. While raw or lightly cooked eggs might be tempting in certain recipes, they carry a higher risk of bacteria like salmonella, something that can be far more serious for older adults with less robust immune systems. The safest approach is to cook eggs until both the yolk and white are fully set. Cooking temperature matters too. Using very high heat can over-denature the proteins, making them harder to digest. Gentle, medium heat not only keeps the texture tender but also helps preserve more nutrients. Each cooking method has its advantages. Boiling is excellent for protecting delicate vitamins like B12 and folate, while scrambling on low heat with a bit of olive oil can enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, and E. Poaching offers a nice balance, soft, flavorful, and nutrient-rich. Frequency is another factor to consider. For most healthy adults over 60, about 1 egg a day is generally considered safe and nourishing. However, if you have heart disease, diabetes, or other chronic health concerns, it's best to check with your healthcare provider for personalized guidance. The right amount for you depends on your activity level, the other protein sources in your diet, your medical history, and your overall nutritional needs. It's also worth paying attention to egg quality. Organic or free-range eggs often have higher levels of beneficial nutrients like omega-3 fatty acids and certain vitamins. While they may cost more, they can offer better value for your health in the long run. Storage matters too. Keeping eggs fresh is key to both safety and nutrition. Store them in the refrigerator, ideally on a middle shelf where the temperature stays steady, rather than in the door where it fluctuates. Always use them before their expiration date, and throw away any that are cracked or have an unusual smell. What you pair with eggs can make a big difference in how much nutrition your body absorbs. Foods rich in vitamin C, like tomatoes, bell peppers, citrus fruits, and broccoli, can significantly boost iron absorption. Vegetables high in carotenoids, such as carrots, pumpkin, or spinach, are another smart choice. These compounds are more easily absorbed when eaten with healthy fats, and eggs naturally provide that fat. Carotenoids like beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin act as antioxidants and, in the case of beta-carotene, can be converted into vitamin A. Lutein and zeaxanthin, in particular, are known for supporting eye health and helping reduce the risk of age-related vision decline. By pairing eggs with colorful vegetables, you not only create more vibrant, appealing meals but also help your body get the full benefit of these protective nutrients, supporting your energy, vision, and overall vitality as you age. Herbs and spices can be an easy yet powerful way to boost the nutritional value of eggs. Turmeric, for example, is well known for its anti-inflammatory properties, thanks to its active compound curcumin. For older adults, who may experience low-grade chronic inflammation, adding a small pinch of turmeric to scrambled eggs, omelets, or frittatas could provide extra protection for joints, heart, and brain. Fresh herbs like parsley, dill, or chives don't just add fresh flavor, they bring a dose of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that work quietly in the background to support overall health. When you eat your eggs matters, too. Because metabolism naturally slows with age, enjoying eggs in the morning or early afternoon can be more beneficial than having them late in the evening. The high-quality protein in eggs helps keep you full for hours, which can reduce unnecessary snacking and support healthy weight control. Earlier in the day, digestion and nutrient absorption tend to work more efficiently, which means you're likely to get more out of the vitamins and minerals eggs offer. Eating them earlier can also help maintain steadier blood sugar levels throughout the day. From a muscle health perspective, eggs are one of the best foods you can include regularly. They're a complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs for building and repairing muscle. This is particularly important for preventing sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, which affects not just appearance but also strength, balance, and independence. Maintaining muscle is essential for mobility, reducing fall risk, and staying active in daily life. By making eggs a regular part of your meals, you're giving your body a simple but powerful tool to help preserve strength and vitality as you age. If cholesterol concerns have ever made you hesitant about eating eggs, it's worth knowing that much of the old thinking has changed. Modern research shows that, for most people, the cholesterol in eggs doesn't significantly raise blood cholesterol levels. This is especially true for older adults, where moderate egg consumption is generally safe and isn't linked to a higher risk of heart disease. Eggs even provide choline, a nutrient essential for brain function and involved in cholesterol metabolism, along with beneficial compounds like phospholipids that may help support healthier blood lipid profiles. The body also has its own regulation system. When you eat more cholesterol, your liver often compensates by producing less of it. That said, individual responses do vary. Genetics, existing health issues, and overall diet can influence how your body processes cholesterol. If you have high LDL levels or other cardiovascular concerns, checking with your doctor or nutritionist is the safest approach before making eggs a daily habit. When it comes to making eggs both delicious and nutrient-packed, there's no shortage of options. A poached egg served over warm, sautéed greens or a lightly cooked vegetable medley offers a gentle, balanced meal. A colorful, veggie-rich omelet with peppers, spinach, mushrooms, and herbs adds both flavor and antioxidants. If you're avoiding excess oil, poaching is a great method. It keeps the yolk rich and nutrient-dense while ensuring the whites are fully cooked. Pairing eggs with avocado is another smart move. The creamy texture, heart-healthy fats, and potassium in avocado can boost nutrient absorption from the eggs while supporting cardiovascular and blood pressure health. It's also wise to pay attention to how your body feels after eating eggs. Some people experience bloating or mild digestive discomfort, especially when eggs are combined with certain foods discussed earlier. A simple food journal, tracking what you ate, how it was prepared, and how you felt afterward, can help you pinpoint the combinations that work best for you. Over time, this small habit can make your egg-based meals both more enjoyable and better suited to your personal health needs. Writing down what you eat and how you feel afterward can reveal subtle patterns you might otherwise miss, helping you fine-tune meals to your own needs. As digestion often becomes more sensitive with age, noticing these reactions early is invaluable. This self-awareness is the foundation of personalized nutrition, listening to your body and making small adjustments based on its feedback. Hydration is another often overlooked factor in nutrient absorption. Drinking water steadily throughout the day keeps your digestive system functioning smoothly, supports saliva production, and helps maintain healthy stomach acid levels, both crucial for breaking down proteins like those in eggs. While staying hydrated is important, try not to drink large amounts of fluid during meals, as this can dilute digestive enzymes. For older adults, who may not always feel thirsty, making a conscious effort to drink enough water can be a simple but powerful step toward better digestion and overall health. Ultimately, healthy eating in our later years isn't about fixating on one food, it's about building a consistent, sustainable lifestyle. Eggs, when prepared thoughtfully and eaten without the problematic pairings we've discussed, can be a dependable part of a balanced diet. The key is making changes you can stick with. Rather than overhauling your diet overnight, start small. Try removing just one unhelpful combination from your routine, give your body time to adjust, and build from there. To recap, we explored 3 common food pairings that can undermine the benefits of eggs, combining them with dairy, with high amounts of fiber, and with coffee or tea. We also looked at cooking methods and pairings that enhance nutrient absorption, improve digestion, and support healthy aging. These small but strategic changes can have a big impact over time, helping your body get the most from every bite.